Okay, students, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all. I welcome you all in my class again. This is your lecture number 2, subject mathematics and class 6. Okay, this is your lecture number 2, chapter number 2, GCD and LCM. And I am your 6th grade math teacher, Miss Falak Naz. Okay, so let's start our lectures. Okay, before starting, let's revise or recap the previous lecture. Turn off your sound, please. Recap of previous lecture. Okay, what you have learned in your previous lecture is prime and composite numbers. Okay, you learned about what are prime and what are composite numbers. So what are prime numbers? If a number has only two divisor, then the given number will be a prime number. If a number has more than two divisor, it will be a composite number. Okay. Your next topic was factorization. You learned what do you mean, what is factorization? Okay. And then in the last, you learned how to find prime factors of any given numbers. Okay. For prime factors, you will only choose prime numbers. So these three were the topic that you learned in your previous class. Please turn off your mic, please. Okay. Now, what will be our today's lecture or today's topic? Greatest common divisor, or you can say GCD. Please turn off your sound, student. Turn off your mic. Okay. Greatest common divisor, or simply you can say GCD. Okay. Let's check the definition of GCD, or what do you mean by GCD? GCD means greatest common divisor. Okay, greatest common divisor, or simply you can say GCD of two or more numbers. Okay, what you have to do in GCD, you have two or more numbers, and it is the basically greatest common divisor which can divide your given numbers completely. Okay, which can divide your given number completely means in GCD you have to find, okay, in GCD what you have to do, you have to find one greatest divisor. You know what do you mean, what is divisor? Okay, divisor, it is a number by which another number is to be divided. Okay, you have to find one greatest divisor, and that divisor should be the common divisor of given numbers. Okay, what you have to do in GCD, first of all you will find out the divisors of the given number, then find out the common divisors, and then pick the greatest one. Okay, so you will go step by step. First divisor, then common divisor, and then pick the greatest common divisor. Okay, let's take an example here. In example, you have two numbers 8 and 6. You have two numbers 8 and 6. So what you have to do first, you have to find out the divisors of 8 and then the divisors of 6. Okay, here are the divisors of 8. Here are the divisors of 8, means 8 can be divided by these number. 8 can be divided by 1, means 1 into 8 is 8. 8 can be divided by 2. 2 into 4 is 8. 8 can be divided by 4. 4 into 2 is 8. And 8 can be divided by the number itself, 8. Okay, so 8 into 1 is 8. Similarly, in the next step, you will find out the divisors of 6. Okay, so what are the divisors of 6? Again, 1 and the number itself. Okay, and other divisors are 2. 2 into 3 is 6 and 3 into 2 is 6. So here are the divisors of 8 and 6. So in the first step, what you will do, you will find out the divisors, and then in the next step, what you will do, you will find out the common divisors of 8 and 6. So what are the common divisors here? 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 are common between 8 and 6. Okay, 4 and 8 are not common, similarly 3 and 6. Okay, so here the common divisors are 1 and 2. Now in the last step, what you have to do, you have to pick the greatest one. Okay, greatest one means you have to decide which one is greatest. Since here 2 is greater than 1, okay, 2 is greater than 1, that's why your GCD will be 2. Okay, your GCD will be 2. You have two common divisors, 1 and 2. Out of these common divisors, you have to decide which one is greater. Since 2 is greater here, so your GCD will be 2. Okay, now next is methods to find greatest common divisor or GCD. Okay, methods, you have different methods to find greatest common divisor and GCD, and in this chapter you will learn about all those different methods to find GCD. Understand? So students, basically there are three different methods. There are three different methods to find GCD. Okay, how many methods are there? Three different methods to find GCD. And what are they? Method number 1, by forming sets of divisors. Okay, your method number 1 is by forming sets of divisors. Method number 2, by factorization. And method number 3, by division. So these three methods you are going to learn in this session or in this lecture. Okay, we will learn how can you find out GCD by using these methods. Understand? Our purpose is to find out GCD and by using these methods. Okay class, please give me 1 minute. I'm going to ask you some questions here. First of all, tell me, all of you are listening to me very carefully? Write in the chat box. If anyone is having problem, Hamza, Farooq, what you have? Okay, please tell me. Hamza, Farooq, tell me your problem. Okay, everyone is saying yes. You are listening to me very clearly. Okay, okay, okay. It means no problem at all. Okay, Hamza, if you did not have books and copies, I know copies are not available, books are not available during this pandemic. It's okay. It's okay. You will purchase it as soon as possible. Okay, please don't worry about it. Hamza Farooq. Okay, okay. Now moving back to the lecture. So these are the methods. Okay. Now, the first method is GCD by forming sets of divisors. Okay, GCD by forming sets of divisor. I will tell you step by step the methods to find out GCD by using by forming sets of divisor. So students, step number 1. Okay, step number 1, what you have to do, make the sets of divisors of each given number. Okay, you have to make the sets of divisor. Now you are familiar with the term sets of divisors. Okay, so here is the example. In example number 1, you have 12 and 16. You have 12 and 16, and what you have to do, you have to make the sets of divisors of 12 and 16. So set of divisors of 12 is equal to, okay, here you are going to make the set of divisors. So what you will do, you will place the bracket first. First you will place the equal to sign. then curly bracket, must use curly bracket open, then first you will divide 12 by 1, then comma, then your second divisor of 12 is 2. 2 multiplied by 6 is equals to 12. 2 into 6 is 12. Okay, Fiza raised hand. Fiza, please write down in the chat box your question. Fiza, if you have any question, please write it down in the chat box. Okay, next is 3. 3 into
ऐसा हो नहीं सकता, कल मैंने सबका डिसेबल करा दिया.
Students, please turn off your mics. Please turn off your mics. Okay. Now, next divisor is 4, and then you will divide 12 by 6, that is 6 into 2 is 12, and the number itself, that is 12. So in the next step, you will going to find out you will form the set of divisors of 16. Okay, your next number is 16. So in the next step, you will form the set of divisors of 16. So 16 can be divided by 1. Okay, then it can be divided by 2. 2 into 8 is 16. Then it can be divided by 4. 4 into 4 is 16. Then 8. 8 into 2 is 16. And the last number itself, that is 16. Okay. Now, in the next step, what you have to do? In the next step, what you have to do? Encircle the divisors. Okay. What you have to do? You have to make the circles around the divisors that are common. Okay. What are here common divisors? 1. Okay, 1 is common. Next divisor that is common is 2. Okay, the next is 4 and nothing else. So here you have 3 common divisors, that is 1, 2 and 4. Very good, Shanti Kumari. Very good, Pita. Very good. I read your comment. Okay, step number 3. In step number 3, what you have to do? Make the set of divisors that are common. Now in step number 3, you have to make another set, but that set is of common divisors. Okay. So here, your set of common divisors is equal to, since you are going to make set here, so what you will do, you will first place the curly bracket, then write down the common divisor, separating it them by comma, and then curly bracket close. Then it will become your set of common divisor. Okay. Now, in the last step, what you will do, the greatest number in the common divisor set will be the GCD. Okay, since you are going to find out the greatest common divisors. Here you have 3 divisors, 3 common divisors. One is 1, 2 and 4. Out of these common divisors, you have to pick which one is greater. So here 4 is greater than 2 and 1. That's why your greatest common divisor here is 4. Okay, Shanti Kumari, your answer is right. Very good, beta. Very good. I like your participation. Okay, students. Now, please write it in the comment box or in the chat box. Did you understand this topic? So I can move it further. Please give me the answer. Did you understand the topic? Okay, all of you are saying yes. Oh, very good, Hamza. You write it all. Very good, Hamza. Anabia says yes. Maha says yes. Okay. Okay. Ushna says it is very easy. Okay. Very good. Javeria Babar says yes. Okay, students. Then move on to the next one. Okay. Move on to the next slide. Stop typing and listen. Again, I am going to give you another example. Let's quickly go through this example. Here you have example number 2 and number are here 28 and 42. And what you have to do, you have to find out GCD by forming sets of divisors. Okay. Now, set of divisors of 28. Okay, student, I'm repeating again. In set, what you have to do, you have to place the curly brackets. Okay, you have to write all your divisors inside the set by separating them with the help of comma. Understand? So here, the set of divisors of 28 are, okay, Hamza Farooq says 7 and 4. Okay, okay. Set of divisors of 28 is equals to 1, okay, then 2, 2 into 1 and 2 fours are 8. So 28 can be divided by 2. Similarly, 28 can be divided by 4. 4 into 7 is 28 and 7 into 4 is 28. Then 14 and 14 into 2 is 28 and the last number is itself 28. So here are the divisors of 28. In the next step, you will form the set of divisors of 42. Okay, here the set of divisors of 42 is 1. Beta, please turn off your mic. Okay. Set of divisors of 42 is equals to 1. Okay, 42 can be divided by 1. It can be divided by 2. Okay, similarly, it can be divided by 3 as well. Okay, now I will tell you how can it will divided by 3. 42. Okay, and if you check it whether 3 is the divisor of 42, so 3 into 1 is 3 and then subtracted 4 minus 3 is 1 and copy down next number, that is 2. Now 3 into 4 is 12. So 3 will divide 42 completely without leaving any remainder. That's why 3 is the divisor of 42. Okay. If you have any problem, then let us. Okay. Now, next is 6. You can divide 6 into 7 is 42. 7 into 6 is 42. Then 14, 21, and 42 itself. So here are the divisors of 28 and 42. In the next step, what you will do, you will encircle the common divisors. Okay, you will encircle the common divisor. The common divisors here are 1, then 2, okay, then 7, okay, and the last one is 14 and the last one is 14. So here you have 4 common divisors. So you will in the next step you will form the set of common divisors and they are 1, 2, 7 and 14. Again I am placing bracket here because it is the set of common divisors. Okay, now you will decide which one is the greatest one. Here your greatest one is 14. Okay, 1, 2, 7 and 14. Why 14 is GCD? Because it is the greater number. 14 is greater than 1, 2 and 7. That's why your GCD here is 14. Okay student, this is the method. Okay, this is the method that we call by forming sets of divisors. In set of divisors, what you will do, you will form the sets of divisors of every number and then pick the common divisors. From the common divisor sets, choose your GCD. This is the method that is called set of divisors method. Okay, now tell me, understood? Say yes or no, write in the comment box. I'm waiting for your answer, students. I'm waiting for your answer. 20. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so are you ready for solving the next question? I'm going to give you another question. Okay, now class, quickly find the greatest common divisor by forming sets of divisor. Okay, you have to use this method by forming sets of divisor method. Okay, here is the example 24 and 36. Class, quickly tell me, first of all, tell me the divisors of 24. Class, I am waiting for your answer. Write down the answer. Divisors of 24. What are the divisors of 24? Okay, separate, Ushna, separate the numbers by the help of comma. Okay, 2, 4, 8, 2, comma, 4, comma, 8. Okay, Mir Abban is saying 1, 2, 4, 6, 12, and 24. Ushna is saying 2, 4, 8. Mahad is saying 1, 2, 8, and 12. Okay, Umar. Very good, Umar. Javeria, where is 1? Javeria, where is 24? Javeria. Okay, Sana is saying 1, 2, 8. What about 4? You can divide 24 by 4. What about 6? Can you divide 24 by 6? Okay, Abbas Hussain is doing well. Yes, okay, Abban. Mahat Kashif is saying 1, 2, 3, 8. What about 4 and 6, beta? Okay, now stop. Now stop. Now tell me the divisors of 36. Divisors of 36. Class, now stop. Now write down the divisors of 36. Divisors of 36. Hurry up, beta. I'm waiting for your answer. Divisors of 36. Okay. Kashan is saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 36. Direct 36. Okay, Mahat is saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Yes, very good, beta. Very good, Mahat. 18 and 36. Okay, Kashan is saying 18. Abiha Heather. Okay, Abiha Heather, good. Okay, Umar, why 13? Why you are writing 13? 13 is a prime number. Okay, let's check the answer. Okay, let's check the answer. What are the answers here? Iman, Hashim. Okay, okay, okay. Let's check the answer. Set of divisors of 24 are, you have to make the set of divisors here. So it is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Okay, these are the set of divisors of 24, and the next set of divisors of 36 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. Now, in the next step, what you have to do, you have to find out the common divisor. So the common divisors here are 1, 2, 3, okay, 4 as well, and 6, okay, 6, and 12. Okay, so here you have approximately 6 common divisors. Okay, students, here you have approximately 6 common divisors. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And again, what you have to do, simply you have to pick the greatest number here, and that is 12. So your greatest common divisor of 24 and 36 is 12. So this is very simple, one of the simplest method to find GCD, and that method is called by forming set of divisor. Okay, this topic has been completed here. Now we are going to move on the next method, that is method number 2. Okay student, time is running out. You have only approximately 8 minutes. After 8 minutes, this meeting will be ended, and then you will join the meeting again. Okay, you know now, just tell me, okay, yes or no? Okay, okay. What you have to do, you have to join the meeting again shortly after 3 to 4, 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, now move on to the next method. Move on to the next method, that is GCD by factorization method. GCD by factorization method. Okay, in GCD by factorization method, what you have to do in step number 1, find the prime factors. Okay, what you have to find out? The prime factors of the given numbers. Okay, prime factors of the given numbers. Here you have example number 1, 12 and 20. And what you have to do, you have to find out the prime factors of 12 and 20. In the previous class, you learned how to find out the prime factors. So what method was that? This one. If you remember this method, so this is the method to find prime factors. This is the method to find prime factors, okay? Now, what you will do here first, you will divide this 2 by 12. 12 into 6 is 12. Then you will divide this 2 by 2 again. 2 into 3 is 6. And then divide this 3 by 3, that is 3 into 1 is 3. Here you get your quotient 1, that's why you will stop here. Then move on to the next number, that is 20. 2 into 1 is 2 and 0. 2 multiplied by 10 is 20. Then you will divide 10 by 5. 2 into 5 is 10. And then you will pick the next prime number, that is 5. So 5 into 1 is 5. Okay, Mahnoor Sheikh. Okay. I'm telling you again. What you have to do in GCD by factorization method, you have to find the prime factors of given number. So here you have two numbers, 12 and 20. So that's why you find out the prime factors by using this method. Okay. Now, here is the answer. Okay. Got it? Now, in the step number 2, what you have to do, write the factors of the given number. Okay, do you know what are factors? You have to write the factors. So factors of 12. First you will write down the factors of 12, and the factors of 12 are 1. Okay, you know 1. Then multiply by 2. What you have to do, you will always multiply your factors. Okay, always multiply your factors. So 1 multiply by 2, multiply by 2, that is your next factor, and your last factor is 3. So 1 multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 3 are the factors of 12. In the next step, you will write down the factors of 20, and they are 1, multiply by 2, multiply by 2, and multiply by 5. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 2, and 5. So in the next step, you will write down the factors of each number. Then step number 3, make the loops around the common factors. Make the loops around the common factors between the given numbers. So what you have to do, you have to make the loops just like that. Here you have common factors. Number 1 common factor is 1. Second one is 2. And the last one is again 2. Okay. So in the next step, step number 4, write down the common factors. What you have to do, you have to write all the common factors here. So common factors of 12 and 20 is equal to 1, 2, and 2. But here you are using the term factors. That's why you will multiply the number. 1 multiply by 2, multiply by 2. Okay, you will not write 3 and 5 here because 3 and 5 are not the common one. Okay, and in step number 5, find the GCD by multiplying the common factors. You have to multiply these common factors, and after multiplication, your answer will be 4. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, and 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Okay, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So here is the answer, that is 4. So students, basically, this is the method that we call factorization method. In factorization method, what you have to do, you have to find out the factors of each number. Okay, and again you have to find out the prime factors. Okay, prime factors, you will only pick the prime numbers, and always start from the lowest prime number. Start from 2, then 3, and then move on to the next prime number, like if you have 5 or 7 or 11. Okay. Okay, now class, please tell me about this method. Did you understand?